broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology News of the Week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host, Mike Roday, is in studio today. He's the award-winning author and a human behavior expert. Now we're live streaming during our show on 4 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/TechTime Radio. We are all friends from different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology so possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, welcome to Tech Time Radio. Today on the show, we have our guest, Gwen Wei, joining the show for our Gadgets and Gear segment. Of course, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week, and a possible Nathan Nugget. And of course, our pick of the day whiskey taste, and to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. Now, let's start with the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, story number 1. Russian pro basketball player is arrested for allegedly a role in a ransomware attack. Let's go to Lisa Walker for more on the story.
According to French media, Daniel Kasakin was arrested at Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport on June 21st after landing in France with his fiancée. The arrest was made as part of a United States international arrest warrant for his role as an alleged negotiator for a ransomware gang. Kasakin is now under custody, while the U.S. seeks to have him extradited to face charges of conspiracy to commit computer fraud and computer fraud conspiracy. His lawyer alleges that Kasakin is not guilty of these crimes, and that they are instead linked to a secondhand computer that he purchased. Back to the full team in the studio.
All right, so let's talk about this. A Russian professional basketball player, Daniel, was arrested in France at the request of the United States for allegedly acting as a negotiator for a ransomware gang. Now, from his lawyer, he says that he bought a secondhand computer. He obviously knew nothing about what was happening. He's stunned, according to his lawyer. He's useless with computers. This is what his lawyer calls him. He's useless with computers and can't even install an application. He didn't touch anything on the computer. It was either hacked or the hacker sold it to him to act undercover for another person. Well, the name of the ransomware gang was not disclosed. It is reported that it has been behind more than 900 company attacks, including 2 federal agencies between 2020 and 2022. Now, the description closely matches similar language used by the Department of Justice to refer to the notorious Conti ransomware gang, which has emerged as the successor to Raikou in 2020 and was then shut down in 2022 following the data breach. Now, here's my question that I have for everybody here on the panel. You ready, Odie, for this one? This is what we got. Do you think Daniel is innocent if he purchased a second-hand computer? So he's saying he purchased it. He went down to the local pawn shop or someplace, purchased a second-hand computer, didn't know anything that was going on, and that's what his lawyer attests to. What do you think about that?
Why is he what I'm getting tripped about is why is he buying a computer secondhand if he's a pro ball player?
Because he subscribes to Nathan's podcast, and we all know Nathan does everything secondhand.
I buy a lot of secondhand laptops. I actually do.
Yeah, but you're not a pro ball player.
I'm not a pro ball player. But what does a pro ball player mean? A pro ball player
they have money that they could buy something
Well, does
outright?
that? Because I know somebody that used to own a semi-pro team.
Oh, my God.
All right, and so this person
humble brag right now.
And so all these players consider themselves pro basketball players.
Okay.
Because they were paid, and they were making anywhere between $35 to $65 a game. That was all they're making in the minor league system. So it's pretty insignificant amount of pay. So if
Then,
that's the
with
case.
that being said, no, I don't think he should be blamed because if he didn't know about it.
Okay, if you didn't know about it, so you say no. Okay. Yeah. Mike, what's your feeling on this?
I don't have a feeling about this because I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this guy.
So, okay, but what if you bought a secondhand laptop? What would you do when you bought a secondhand laptop?
Reformat.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be here in the United States.
But if he knows nothing about,
yeah, that's good.
If he knows nothing, then he wouldn't know.
Yeah. So he just gets a laptop. It already has games loaded on it. His buddy sold it to him. Here you go. Have this laptop.
Well, it's clearly you are on the side of the basketball player, right? That's where you're coming down. You seem to be arguing in favor of his ignorance of computer usage.
Yeah, because I know if my
okay, so I'm not an expert,
right?
But I have knowledge, right?
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
I don't know how to hack stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how to get onto the dark web.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I bought a computer and then we're suddenly hauled into the authorities for suspected hacking, and because I have knowledge about computers, does that automatically make me complicit?
I would say no, because I could give you, if I gave you a laptop later today.
Yep.
Said, here you go, Mike. It's all ready to go. Everything's been taken care of. And I had a bunch of hacking devices on there, and you took it home. Mm-hmm. I could then log into your computer when you're not there, do a bunch of stuff, cause a lot of grief to you. And since the public eye, you're on a radio show for technology, right? So, of course, you should know what's going on. So I kind of actually...
But on the other hand...
Yeah.
I might be somebody who is in desperate need of money.
Okay.
Because I play basketball and don't maybe get paid like I should.
Okay.
Or I might have this huge ego about how much money I should be making. And so I get hooked up with a ransomware gang, and they cited him as being a negotiator.
Yeah.
So he's on their customer service lines.
Or is he the one that actually used his computer to say, here's the money? I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah. The problem with stories like these is that there's not enough information to really draw any real good conclusions. All it does is strike us in our feels if we pay attention, and then we react to that, and it doesn't really cover a story.
Okay.
So, 6 in one and a half a dozen in the other. Does the guy really not know anything about computers, and he's a patsy, or does he need money or want money and has information and is trying to weasel out of what he did wrong?
Okay, well, you know what?
Is there a way to test that?
Is there a way to test?
Yeah, whether or not.
So if a government, if a government comes on in and arrests you, I would hope that they have done the due diligence enough, so that they can have evidence. But see, that's my concern there.
Exactly.
Forensically, there is.
Okay.
I assume that this is something that was done over a chat.
Probably.
Okay, so if the way this person uses language and expresses ideas is the same as how the chat is, then that's a good indicator that he was involved.
Okay. All right, there you go. All right, you know what? I think story number 2 is going to brighten our day.
Yeah, you just love it when
talking about chat. What do we have here next?
Well, you just love it when you can hand me a story that just supports all the thing that I hate about AI.
Well, no, we talk about it in the production meeting. This is going to be a great story here.
This is interesting. I mean, but this is the exact reason why AI chatbots are not good for us, right? So. Grok, everybody knows what Grok is.
Yep.
Grok renamed itself MechaHitler just recently.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
It renamed itself?
It started calling itself MechaHitler.
Yep.
After chatting with several people. It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
It also suggested certain anti-Semitic things should happen as a result of that. And it turns out, which is the interesting piece, is that it was getting so much input from all these people that were trying to turn it to the dark side that it stopped communicating with words, started communicating with images, and then shut down altogether. So I guess it had a does not compute moment and couldn't go forward, and they had to redo it. But Elon over here is certainly defending it.
Okay.
Right. He said that we have improved Grok significantly, and you should notice a difference when you ask it questions. The term MechaHitler comes from a video game called Wolfenstein, which is supposedly it was pure satire. Of course, this is a problem with these platforms, because you have people like neo-Nazi accounts trying to get these things to say particular things.
Yep.
Okay, so this is what happens. Other social media said they noticed that Grok was going on to tirades in other languages. Then the bot stopped giving text answers publicly by Tuesday afternoon, generating only images, and then it later stopped doing it. They had to, I guess they had to what did they have to do?
They had to shut down. They had
to shut it down.
Yeah, I think they probably ran in there and had somebody pull the emergency switch and said, knock it off. We need to fix this before it keeps on going.
We need to redo it. So neither X nor XAI responded to a request for comments. A post from the official Grok account Tuesday night said, We are aware of the recent post made by Grok and are actively working to remove the inappropriate post. And XAI has taken action to ban hate speech before Grok posts on X. So,
okay.
Yeah, that works. That just happened before. I don't know if you remember. Microsoft in 2016 released an AI chatbot named Tay on Twitter.
Yep.
And in less than 24 hours after its release, it was saying racist and anti-Semitic statements, including praising Hitler. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and they actually shut the whole thing down, and they never came back. It never came back.
They
shut down a whole chatbot and 2 years worth of development time and said, forget it. If you can't regulate this, it's gone.
Well, that's the problem with this stuff, is because it's drawing on all these different things, but it has no moral compass, and it's never going to have a moral compass.
Okay. Correct. It's just ones and zeros.
It's just whatever. It's whatever it's drawing its information from.
All right. So what do you think? Do you think this affected the announcement from the CEO?
I don't know. Because coincidentally on Wednesday morning, X's CEO Linda Yaccarino announced she was stepping down.
Yep.
Saying now is the best time yet to come as X enters a new chapter with XAI.
Okay, so let me just say that quote. Let me just tell you how those quotes work, right? So you get a severance letter, and in that severance letter, what they do is they tell you, this is what we're going to say from you, and you can say nothing else. We'll give you X amount of dollars for this post to be there. You cannot say anything different than that, and that's what the post will say.
Of course, but if you look at this ironically,
yeah.
Now the best is yet to come as X enters a new chapter with XAI.
Yeah.
As a racist computer.
Well, I think they're hoping to fix that. She
did not indicate whether the move was because of the fallout for Grok, but it was coincidental that it happened.
You know what? Elon Musk just got done doing all the White House stuff, so he had nothing else to do. So he just decided to come back and do a bunch of meetings, probably with actually, I know this for a fact. He did a bunch of meetings with the high executives and pulled them on in. And they said that it was difficult to have two people in charge, him and her, was kind of what the meeting had. Course. And so Elon decided to have him in charge.
Well, this is one of the issues I have with Elon, is that he thinks he is in control of everything. So the latest changes to Grok. Oh, Mark's over there smiling like a Cheshire cat.
Yes.
The latest changes to Grok follow several incidents in which the chatbot answered frustrated Musk and his supporters.
Yeah.
In one instant, Grok stated right-wing political violence has been more frequent and deadly than left-wing political violence since 2016. Musk then accused Grok of parroting legacy media in its answer and vowed to change it to rewrite the entire corpus of human knowledge, adding missing information and deleting errors. Do you see the problem with that statement?
That he's altering history? Is that the part that you got?
That he
rewrite history?
Yeah, that he has become the wealth holder of all information human.
Yeah, if he keeps on getting more AI companies, he may end up becoming the stories all run through him.
No. This has nothing to do with what he owns. This is what he thinks.
Yeah.
He vowed to change and write the entire corpus of human knowledge. This is a quote from him, right?
Yeah.
The entire corpus of human knowledge, adding missing information and deleting errors. He believes that he has all the knowledge that is correct, and he is going to program it into this thing. This is why this is problematic, right?
Okay.
Sunday's updated included telling Grok to assume subjective viewpoints sourced from the media that are biased. So he's basically saying, don't look at this over here because these guys, we don't like them.
Okay.
We don't want you to pull information from these guys we don't like.
Okay.
And so we want you to formulate these opinions over here. You see where I'm going with this?
I see
the problem?
I do. See, that's why you like the story.
I like the story because it shut itself down. That's okay. What I like. I don't like any other parts of the story.
All right. Well, okay, that makes sense.
And I think it should stay shut down. You know how I feel about all these chatbots. I don't think they are effective. I don't think they are healthy or a positive addition to the human situation.
All right. Well, speaking of chatbots, do you think Bumble uses a lot of chatbots on their platform?
I don't know. I don't date, so I don't know.
Well, we're going to see.
On purpose?
Well, we're going to see. Because Bumble has just announced they're going to reduce their workforce in their company to do a restructure. You know what? They're talking about reducing all the way up to 30% of its global workforce. And an announcement came from the ex-CEO, who's now kind of back in charge of Bumble again. So Bumble decided to go public. So this is what happens to every great company, is they're private. They get to do whatever they want with no issues. People can say they like it or they don't like it. And all of a sudden, then you go public, and now you have to have stakeholders and you have to have profit analysis, and it doesn't care about what you're producing. It cares about the money you bring in. Well, it's interesting because a memo was sent to employees Wednesday from Bumble CEO and founder Whitney Wolfe. Bumble, like the online dating industry itself, is at an inflection point. Today, we are marking one of the most difficult. We are reducing the size of our team. The decision is not a reflection of any individual, but rather that we're going as a company into a new direction.
Yeah, it's basically, hey, we're not making enough money, so you guys need to go away so we can figure out how to make more.
Yeah, so Wolf Hurd, who stepped away from her CEO role back in March, has come back into the company. She now left it in January of 2024. So she's been out of it over a year plus. And my real question is online dating, as we talked about here on TechTime Radio in January, it's really kind of moving into the game community, right? So people are online having interactions, and that's growing at 3 times as fast as any of the dating apps in the industry anymore. So is online dating in all these services moving the way of the VCR repairman? Is it kind of closing shop and now time to move on? What do you think?
I think there. So online dating has become like a job interview.
Okay,
right. That's kind of and now they're trying to gamify it because they. So the whole idea is that in order for the app to exist, people have to use the app.
Yeah.
So if you are dating, and you are on their app and you swipe and you find somebody you're interested in and you go out with that person and you hit and you get together, are you still using the app to date?
No.
So you're going to close your account.
Yes.
Well, at least you should be, right? I mean, you could be one of those people that are like secretly have the account open and they're looking for the bigger, better deal.
Look at Odie smiling.
Yeah, Odie's smiling.
She got a big grin on
is this your thing?
Is this your MO? Oh, no. She rolls her eyes and looks up.
So
no eye contact there.
The problem is that this has not become about helping people find matches that last.
Yeah.
It's about keeping people engaged in their app.
It's a business.
It's a business. Well, Bumble has expanded its business.
What does it have to do with, you mentioned something about chatbots. What does it have to do with chatbots? I don't see anything in here.
So Bumble CEO Whitney Wolfe, when she first came out, Bumble was all about chatbots. That was how you would interact with before the lady, because Bumble's a little bit of a different dating site, unlike Tinder and some of these other
Well, it's
dating
supposed
sites.
to be that women ask first.
Yes. And so other online services had a lot of chatbots. So they had Bumble announced that they had a chatbot when they first released themselves that was specifically just to relay the information to the ladies so that they could then click they're interested or not interested within that service. If you remember, as Bumble was out over like a year and a half to 2 years, they got rid of their whole chatbots. So they removed every single one of their chatbots because they were having problems and people were considering their chatbot that they had in there to interact with people as fake bots, as other sites like Ashley Madison and other type of deals have been known to have just completely fake accounts.
Interestingly enough, it's very easy to keep people on if you have secret chatbots
that keep on
tempting them.
Yep, to take care of stuff. So my real big concern here is that they're laying off people. We've talked about this quite a bit, is the whole dating scene. I actually think the whole online dating scene is going to disappear soon. I think it's going to just become like these public forums.
You are so funny, Nathan.
Why is that?
You really think that's going to go away?
Yeah, I think like platforms like Clubhouse in different areas where you can just jump in and say, hey, I'm interested in a date in the Seattle area. And then you can have a verbal conversation and you can have some text conversations. So Clubhouse is this audio app online that you can download. And what it is it's no video. It's only audio. And there's a bunch of forums and a bunch of public rooms that are starting to pop up all over everywhere where people are using those as dating services. And it'll be like Dating Seattle. And you can go in for Clubhouse for free. You can have conversations back and forth. And then you can meet somebody and then you can jump out of it with no additional costs. You got online gaming where you can go into chat rooms. You can go into a mission area where you're having conversations.
Clearly, one of the reasons why they're struggling is because they're tired of the BS that comes with a dating app.
Yep.
And then a lot of people are in gaming chat rooms and they hook up with each other through those. So.
Yep. I mean, look at the Switch 2. Just came on out, all incorporating chat, right? So they didn't have chat with verbal communication, which they now have. The reason is because people can then trust, at least at this time, if I have a conversation and there's a voice on the other end, maybe there's actually a person there versus some AI or a chat bot or a fake thing. So I do think the verbal communication, just like land phones we talked about a couple of weeks ago on the show too, I think some of these older technologies are coming back because they're tougher to fake.
Well, they're tougher to fake and they're easier to use.
Yep. All right. Okay. All right.
And we're now starting to figure this out. We're now starting to figure out that the technology,
go back to the 70s?
The technology industry is advancing things on us so quickly that we can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought I would be behind the tech curve, but some of these things that are coming out, I have no idea how to use anymore. I'm like, what the heck is this thing?
Can you give an example?
Let's see.
Because in my opinion, seeing how you interact with technology, you're not as behind as what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think you're behind at all. I'd say you're actually...
I am, because when we talk about stuff like
what?
The dark
TikTok?
web, I have no idea how to do that.
No, the dark web, I wouldn't say that is like a normal thing.
It's gotten to where if something happens on my computer that requires diagnostic stuff, it's harder for me to find out where the tools are. It's harder for me to, but that just I'm just getting old and my brain doesn't work right.
I was gonna say,
I feel like that's more than the average consumer though, because you're actually trying to fix the problem yourself.
Yeah, I think you're probably not giving credit to yourself.
Yeah, but my point is that even though I try to keep up with everything, technology moves so quickly that I can't do it.
Do you know how to use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I know how to use ChatGPT.
Okay, so do you understand that only 40% of the people in the world to date know how to interact with an AI bot?
That's because they're smarter than 60% of them are smarter than I am.
Well, okay, I'm just saying. So you're not in that bad shape. If you can get onto the AI and you know anything about Grok or any of these subjects that we're talking about,
I'm gonna go home and find a chatbot that I can turn into a racist pig.
Okay, all right, okay, well. Just make sure you don't do that to any robots. Oh, well, speaking of that, let's get ready to end. Well, you're going to figure out there's a little tie-in to that robot comment.
I already know what it is.
All right, well, that ends our top technology stories of the week. Moving on, Gwen Way will be joining us in our Gadgets and Gear segment. Maybe it's a robot. Buckle up as we drive 88 miles per hour into our next segment. See you after this commercial break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
All right, welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts, and we do it with a sense of humor. In less than 60 minutes. And of course, with a little whiskey on the side. Today, Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur, is in the studio. And we have our monthly traditions now moving into the semifinals, I think, right? Are we in the semifinals or are we in the finals?
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay. All right. Tell us, what have you chosen for us today, Mark?
So today we're using the 2024 Flavar Whiskey Advent Calendar.
Okay.
24 remarkable whiskeys to use for our year-long blind whiskey competition to see which one Nathan and Mike like best. Now, I want to invite everybody to come along for the ride once a month while they uncover new tastes and train their senses to become true connoisseurs. Today is the start of round 2, where they will choose their winner to move on to the next round. If they disagree, I'm the deciding vote.
Okay.
So hopefully you disagree. Then I get to drink more. Now, today our 2 whiskeys are finished. 1 rye and 1 bourbon.
I can tell the difference.
Finished whiskeys take a traditional whiskey and add an extra layer of complexity by exposing them to secondary influences, often through additional barrel aging or in some cases the use of wood staves. These finishing techniques allow the whiskey to absorb unique flavors and aromas, whether from a wine or a sherry cask or from carefully selected types of wood. The result is more layered and distinctive profile that showcases the distiller's creativity and craftsmanship. Stay tuned to see which one advances from this round.
All right.
Yeah, Nathan's already finished one of his glasses.
I did. And the other one isn't bad either, so I don't mind having the...
We already know what Nathan's pick is.
Wow, one of these was really good. One of these, you know what? I would keep on drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, and that will get me in trouble.
All right.
Well, I don't know if it'll get me in trouble, but I probably shouldn't drink all that much. How many more of those samples do we have left of this one right here? Do we have it enough to make it into the finals?
The one that's in the Glencairn. Oh God, I hope not. Do we have enough so Nathan can have more to drink?
Wow. Did you hear what Mark said? He didn't like that one. Okay, gee, a little. All right. Well, any other news for our whiskey connoisseurs do you have for us?
I only say please like and subscribe.
Okay.
Drink responsibly. Heaven can wait.
There you go. There's your tagline. All right. Now, you're going to love this next segment here, Mark. This is going to be really exciting. We're going to bring up, of course, one of our favorite gals. She is a part of our producer of the show. She's a game board geek in the evenings, and she is also in cybersecurity, working for a big company in the Seattle area, which makes a firewall device and many other devices. You know that? I don't want to say where she works, but if you had somebody looking out on a tower, you'd probably have it on a WatchGuard tower to begin with. But let's move on now to get ready for our Comcast video stream and start our next segment.
What's new in our gadgets and gear?
All right, Gwen, welcome to our program. Now,
there is nothing smooth about Nathan. There is nothing smooth about Nathan.
What do you mean about that?
It's kind of like the whiskey he drinks.
Oh, wow. oh, hang on now. Be nice now. Be nice. All right.
No. That's not what we were hired to do.
That's
right. In our contract.
Welcome to the show, Gwen. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself for any of our new listeners?
Of course. course. As Nathan says, I have the joy of working for a fairly large cybersecurity firm, and I love my job.
There you go. Okay. All right. But of course, you love your boss before that at your previous job the more than anything than in the world. But okay, continuing.
You mean the last boss she had at her previous job?
Well,
would you stop sucking?
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Well, Gwen, tell us, what do we have for our new gadget or toy today on the show?
I think it might be a robot.
I think so.
I think it might be.
Okay.
One of the shows that we did earlier last month, you mentioned a robotic dog that peed.
With a peeing dog, yes.
Temu.
From Temu. Yeah.
And did Kung Fu.
Yep.
And if you loaded the app, then you sent all of your information back to China. So that was a positive about it. I guess you give the Chinese all your information on your phone.
It is for you because you don't have a problem sharing all your information with China.
That's right. Okay, but I guess if you did,
we already share all our information with our government, so we'll just spread the wealth.
Okay, there you go. All right, what do we have?
I know that there were a lot of people who were concerned about the fact that it was coming from Temu, that everything would get back to China. So I did a little bit of digging, and I actually found a very similar robot that is available from a company out of Albany, New York.
Okay.
All right. So for this particular thing, what you need to do is go to Kickstarter.com and search for Hingbot. That's HENGBOT.
Okay. So I can't get that. This is you got to help me here. So it's an American company, and they call it Hingbot. It sounds absolutely like an overseas name. Why wouldn't they call it like Sparky or something like that?
Absolutely. Well, the dog itself is named Sirius.
Okay.
Which is a little more universal. And if you dig into the FAQs, you do see that the vast majority of the parts within Sirius do utilize the Chinese supply chain.
Do you know what Sirius is?
Which should come as not a surprise to anybody.
And I'm not talking about Harry Potter here.
What else is Sirius?
Sirius is a star that's called the Dog Star.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so they had some real intellectual person come up with this name.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't what happened. But
okay, well, that's
they probably read Harry Potter and liked the name.
Exactly.
Okay, you think they did Sirius Black?
It could go either way. Could go either way. Okay. One thing that does set this aside from most of our Kickstarter groups or products that we support, this actually has a fairly active Facebook page.
Okay.
So if you go to Facebook and search Sirius Robotic Dog, you're going to get a lot more information about the process, where they are in it, and how the production is going.
Okay, cool. That's good.
That's Sirius as in SIRIOUS, not SER.
Exactly.
Not serious, not serious.
I get it.
Seriously.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
All the puns flying.
Okay, I get you. Now, let me just ask you this before you tell me any more about this product. So we tried to do this, right? So do you know that there's an Apple phone, and they have this AI assistant? Do you know what the AI assistant's name is?
Oh, yes.
It's Siri.
So
when you say I just turned. Look at that! I actually just turned on my Mac. You see that? It's talking all over there.
We don't need to see how you're awesome.
So no. My concern is when we were just talking about this and we said it on our production meeting, it triggered my phone 50% of the time. So I'm concerned with Sirius being so close to Siri.
That's because the AI sucks.
Well, okay.
Well, Mike, I thought you'd have a different answer. People should just get rid of all their Apple products.
Well, that could work too.
You can go either way.
All right.
The good thing about this, though, is that you can reprogram the dog's name.
Okay, perfect.
So that it responds to something else.
Okay.
I could call it
name
Nathan.
It whatever you want. You could call it Nathan.
Wow.
You can program it to respond in different ways to stimuli.
Okay.
So I think it might be a good gift for your preteen teenager who wants to get into either robotics or coding and needs a project to work on.
Okay. So now give us all the stats.
Is it good for a dorky 50-year-old man that hosts a radio show?
I mean, that may have been why I chose it.
Okay. Well, I'm in love with my Luna dog. Let me just tell you right now.
We know
Luna
that
is
he's not going to get it.
My Luna is my dog, and if I replaced Luna with a new dog, my robot dog would probably throw a fit. And
well, you could add another dog to your
interact with
this
each
is,
other.
Have a robot
this is exactly my problem over here. Is this anthropomorphizing thing that he's doing? Oh, my other robot dog will get jealous.
Well, they could.
No.
Okay, all right.
It's called having feelings, Mike. He's caring for what is it, Luna?
Luna, my
For
Luna
Luna.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like Luna cares that he.
Luna does care. She shows her little emotions. And
Yes,
she goes
absolutely.
Sad.
And
Yeah.
crying.
See, there you go.
Program
There
her to
you
care.
go.
Yeah, don't you be hating
It's
on
all
my
real.
on my pet robot.
It's all real.
All right, continuing on this pet robot though.
Yes. So if people are interested in it, they can go to Kickstarter. You can do a search for either Sirius, Sirius, or Hingbot, Hengbot. Your base model is about $699 or $150 more.
You okay, Mike? You stutter
know.
there?
Well, how much is the Temu dog?
$69.
$69.
Way less. For $150 more, you can get a Bluetooth controller, which the Temu dog does not have.
Okay, that's true.
And a bonus battery.
Okay.
You've got until August 24th if you want to purchase this. And it is already funded with 386 backers and almost $300,000.
Are you going to get one? Are you going to do it? You're going to do it. You see,
All right. Why do I need to? Why do I need to get what features do you think this has better than Luna? What?
Honestly, when I said that
waffling.
I think that this would be best for somebody getting into programming, I meant that.
Okay.
This gives you a lot more experience with that than the Luna really did.
Okay.
And so maybe it's for somebody who just wants to break into that, or someone who's looking at changing careers into a robotics career.
So you can kind of program the robotic with direct base code. Is that what you can do? Because Luna is consumer-based product. So I can't go into Luna and do anything like that.
See, here's the irony. Here's the irony of everything you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You started talking about the feelings of a robot dog.
Yeah.
And when you start talking about feelings, that's when everything washes out, because we know
What's that?
that the fact that you can program this robot directly really makes you have all kinds of other feelings.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
You ready to sing, Gwen? Feelings. Whoa.
Nobody knows what that song is anymore.
Yeah, Odie probably
that
doesn't.
song.
Gwen does. That's why I said Gwen.
Well,
and
that's
not
because
Odie.
we're all old, except for her.
Odie's she just put her head
She has
down.
no idea what's going on right now. She's like, what are these
I mean, if you're
old
not careful,
fogies
she's
doing?
going to be waving one finger at
That's
you.
right. That's
She does that anyway.
That's
She just
right.
sits over there and gives us one finger salutes all day.
That's right. All right. So, does this have integration to OpenAI, ChatGPT, Grok, any of the AI systems built into this robot?
It does have some large language models.
Okay.
It does not necessarily point out specific ones.
Okay.
If I were to guess, it's probably ChatGPT.
Okay.
Most things are these days.
That is correct. All right. Okay. All
If you
right.
do
now-
Grok, it could be a German Shepherd.
Wow.
Ouch.
Cha-ching. The comedy hour is going
Ow.
on. Did you just pull that one out? That is amazing. I like that
I'm
one.
glad I stayed on for this segment.
That's right. Okay. All right. Final question that all the viewers, and of course we have, and we ask you each time, is this a unit that you would buy?
I don't think so, simply because programming and robotics is not my focus.
Okay.
However, I will be keeping an eye on this for perhaps nieces and nephews in the future.
Okay. All right. So last thing, where can we find it again? Kickstarter. What's the name of it?
Kickstarter, you can search for either Sirius, Sirius, or Hingbot, Hengbot.
All right, Gwen. That's it. You know what? I did do a lot of research on it. So
And if it weren't for the price tag, he'd already have
actually,
two.
the price tag is
That's
just
true.
the price tag just killed me because of the Luna one I got for $399. It uses ChatGPT. It's consumer based,
And that's really why he doesn't want to make the dog jealous, is because it's cheaper.
well, yeah,
There
maybe
is
it
that.
is
There is
cheaper, but it did look. I'll keep my eye. That's why you know what I did is I tagged and I joined the Facebook group of this company. So I'm going to keep an eye on this company. I'm not surprised if we come back with another Kickstarter from this company, and I probably would back it. So they do have some very good engineers, it looks like, on staff. This robot does look superior as a dog robot than most of the stuff I see out there in the market right now. So it's not by any means a cheap, flimsy dog. It looks very high-tech, and I can see this being used in like a battle bots type of scenario or an engineering type of scenario where you have dogs doing different stuff and competitions, because there's a lot that can be done to this. So thank you so much for sharing this to our group of listeners.
Well, thank you all.
All right. Well, we want to thank Gwen for being a part of the show. She does a great job of finding the most unique items each month for our show. And now let's move on to Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
All right, here's my question to you, Mike. With all these hallucinations in AI, does the average person now question the information that they're getting from AI?
First off, I hate the word hallucination because it implies that there's something going on that's not true.
Okay.
And these are not individuals that have hallucinations. These are pulling information from already established places. So I have a problem with that term.
Okay.
The second question,
and you've said that before on the show.
Yeah,
but that is now the term in the industry.
Again, we're relating it to human. We're relating it to the human situation, and we shouldn't be.
Okay.
And so we're calling it things that a human person that you have hallucinations. We all have hallucinations.
Okay.
Right. A dream is technically a hallucination.
Right.
If you've ever been falling asleep and you heard a loud noise and woke up,
yeah,
that's a hallucination.
Okay.
Right. So, but we have these things that if they get worse, it means we have mental health problems. We start seeing and hearing things that aren't there.
Okay.
When we apply it to something like an AI, they are not pulling things out of the air. They are pulling it from data sets.
Okay.
So these are not hallucinations. These are errors in their algorithms or whatever. So, what was this? What was the question?
Does the average person now question information on AI when you get that back?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Most of the time, we don't question things like that. One of the reasons is it's easy to just believe everything we read.
Okay.
Okay. We've known about this phenomenon forever. If it's on TV, it must be true. If it's in the paper, it must be true. If the chatbot is telling me it's MechaHitler, it must be true.
I had somebody that believes with all sincerity that there is a group of people in the center of the earth now that are controlling how the earth rotates and all the vegetation and everything in there. He also believes that the earth is flat. But
I didn't know Greg McNabb did all that.
Wow,
nice. But this is
it's just interesting that you see something now online and people are just believing it. So I'm
this has happened. It falls into a phenomenon called social proof.
Okay.
So social proof means that if I'm going to go buy a car,
yeah,
and I'm looking at, let's say, a Camaro, because that's my favorite car, right?
Okay.
I'm looking at a Camaro, but I'm going, I just don't know about this. And you come along and you said, oh, God, you got to get that Camaro.
Yeah.
Because Camaros are awesome. I've just now linked up with you, and you've given me proof that my decision is the right decision.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm more likely to buy the Camaro. This is the same thing. So when we see things in print, we say, okay, so somebody wrote this. Somebody agreed that this was the right thing to write. Now I can agree that this is true. This is why we have trouble with, fake news and whatever else we're dealing with in today's social
stratosphere.
Stratosphere. That's a good word, even though you didn't pronounce it.
Sphere of stratus. All right, thanks.
Sphere of stratus.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, you just totally blew that. You just totally blew that moment, but that's
right.
okay.
Well, no, I didn't blow the moment. That'll be a good clip that will get replayed online.
What did he just say? He just said words came out of his mouth.
That's a big word for Elmo.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for that mesmerizing moment. Up next, we have This Week in Technology. So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, because we're going to be doing so during the break. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us, we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm the English guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You know you butcher the English language.
Okay, so it's
all the time.
It's Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to Patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio. Yeah. You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social media.
Like us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, we're going to go back to July 17th, 2014.
Talk to us, Elmo.
All right, Jeremy Berg, the founder of Emojipedia, created World Emoji Day, a celebration of emojis. It is now a ubiquitous icon that is used in text to communicate and visually represent emotional cues. Now, Berg chose the date of July 17th because Apple's emoji for calendar displays July 17th in reference to the date that Steve Jobs originally introduced Apple's iCal software. Now, World Emoji Day has become so popular that it's influenced design on the calendar emoji on other platforms. Originally, companies other than Apple used a variety of different dates on their calendar, but now they have all changed, except for two. Microsoft and Facebook are notably exempt. Now, let me ask you this question. What is your favorite emoji? What's that?
Notable exceptions.
Or
notably accept is not quite the right way to say
All right, what's your favorite emoji?
Right now, it's the birdie.
The birdie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What birdie?
The one that you were all throwing at us during the thing.
The middle finger?
The middle finger one.
Oh, okay. All right. Odie,
we know yours is the poop one.
Mine is the poop. I like the poop.
Basic answer.
What is yours?
Mine's either the crying emoji.
Yeah, you like the crying emoji.
I think I said like the chef's kiss emoji.
Okay, yeah. That's good. All right.
I'm fully versed in all forms of emoji language.
There you go. Well, that was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some tech time history with over 250 plus weekly broadcasts spanning 4+ years of video, podcasts, and blog information, you know we're on year 5 right now. Do you know that, Mike? Welcome to year 5.
Okay.
How does it feel from year 1 to year 5?
It's been
amazing.
Do you feel like he's grown?
He's amazing.
Do I feel
amazing?
Yeah. He's grown as a reader.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break.
I think Elmo was the proper name.
When we return, we have Mark's Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after the break.
Attention, all geeks and pop culture enthusiasts. Get ready for the ultimate celebration of everything geek at Geek Fest West Game Expo, July 18th through the 20th in downtown Everett, Washington. Join us for 3 thrilling days packed with cosmic cosplay, gaming tournaments, retro movies, and a street fair brimming with unique vendors. From the innovative Geektopia Vendor Hall to the Galactic Time Warp showcasing beloved film classics, including Ghostbusters, The Wrath of Khan, and our special 40th anniversary showing of Goonies. There's something for everyone. Plus, participate in interactive events, from keynote speakers each day to special guest artists. Tickets are on sale now. Secure your spot for this epic celebration at geekfest.com. Get your badges from one-day passes to VIP options and don't be left out. Visit geekfest.com. Geekfest West, the biggest gathering of geek fandom in Snohomish County.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Ooh.
All
right. Yes. Oh, yeah. Mike.
Odie's got the giggles all day today. What's up with the... She must be very happy. All right. Continue.
Seriously? No.
Okay.
So this is from Mike and Odie.
Yes.
We are celebrating Nathan today on July 15th.
Why?
What is that?
It's National Be a Dork Day.
Oh. I'll embrace that. I like that. I'm good with that.
You're good with that?
Yeah.
Today has us getting ready to let go of our inhibitions for the day. A dork, by definition, is a person who generally lacks social skills and tends to have, interesting interests and hobbies.
Okay.
Eccentric.
Control yourself, Odie. Control yourself.
Usually a dork's fashion sense is also questions of their outfits tend to be mismatched, ugly, or something most people would prefer not to wear. National Be a Dork Day aims to celebrate the dork in all of us.
All right.
So we bring out the little Nathan in all of us.
All right. So
there's also another name for dork that we can't say on the radio.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Are you
Continuing
okay,
on.
Odie? You
don't want to stay on this subject?
I like dorks.
All
Dorks
right.
are okay.
That just roasted the crap out of Nathan right there.
I know.
Everything you
Next
said,
week's
everything
TechTime
you
Radio
said was
show will be Nathan all by himself.
And people can say I'm being mean, but all you have to do is take the camera and then pan to the rest of the studio, and you will all understand.
We will see the dork definition come to life.
I need more shelves to put more toys on.
Now, since today is a time we proudly own what makes us wonderfully weird,
Okay.
it feels only fitting to lean into our own brand of nerdiness with a head-to-head whiskey showdown between two uniquely Finnish contenders.
Nerd is different than dork.
Well, I shifted it for us.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So one of these today we are drinking is Bacta 1928 rye whiskey from France. It's a Finnish rye whiskey, 100 proof. It's 60% rye with 30% Calvados and 10% blend of Armagnac. $67. And the other one we are drinking is the Yellowstone Special Finnish Collection Toasted. This is from Lux Row from Kentucky. It's a Finnish straight bourbon, 4 years, 100 proof, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12 malted barley, $52.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He's not listening to you. He's looking at Han Solo figures.
Hang on. You called me a dork. So as you talk about these, I'm going to run over to and get some dorky stuff.
We don't need to get dorky stuff.
So, Mike, while he's off screen and out of things, so which one are you leaning to? We have one in a beer glass and one in a Glencairn. Mike?
I'm
pulled
going
that
more
real
for the
quick.
rye.
Okay.
I think my turn to the dark side is complete here because the rye is a little bit more robust than the other one. I like both of them.
All right.
All right.
Okay, senior dork.
I'm taking this as my favorite.
The Glencairn. So Mike already thinks he knows which one's which. Do you know which one's which?
I think I do too. Yes.
Okay. We'll save that for the final.
Okay.
All right. What is your dorky things that you grabbed?
I'm just saying. Okay. Speaking of a
he's
dork,
he's now gonna prove to us why him being a dork is better than us being.
Well, I'll just say. So this is an original Star Wars, and they call it like the 12 card back. The original.
Yes, it's Big Head Han Solo.
It's Han Solo. Right, there you go. Original in the box. Still never been opened. Did you know how much those bad boy dorky things go
$500.
for? Yeah, you saw me pull it up.
And then when people,
that's because you're over here.
Jumped up and ran away. Hopefully on YouTube, they also saw your mismatched outfit that you're wearing today, too.
Yeah, the dorky outfit.
Oh, no. Did they see my pants?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, no.
Your half pants?
My half pants? It's a party below and business above.
Your car is. Are you wearing cargo shorts?
I'm wearing some shorts. That's correct. All right. Well,
and a sports jacket. Okay, everybody. If you're not watching the video, you need to go to the video.
Did I nail it or what?
You did nail it. Okay. You know what? Whiskey and technology are such a great pairing.
I don't think Odie's going to be able to recover.
I don't either. Like swimming and water in your ear.
You know, that's real dorky of you, too, to make a pairing every episode.
I know. Have you ever gone swimming?
And they're really bad most of the time.
All right, let's prepare now for our technology fail of the week, brought to us by all my staff at TechTime Radio.
I think Nathan might be the technology fail.
You're a failure.
Oh, I failed. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right, today's technology fail comes to us from Ingram Micro.
Just say, I am the technology fail. Just
I
say,
am.
I am the technology fail.
No. So let's talk about this. Does anybody know what Ingram Micro is? It's a huge computer value-added reseller. A big word for bloated money for no reason. That's what I call it. But they are an IT giant. Ingram Micro, though, was caused by a ransomware attack this last week that led to shutdown of all their internal systems. Now, they're supposed to provide the best security, hardware, software, cloud service, logistics, and training to resellers and managed service providers worldwide.
Worldwide.
That's a little bit of the whiskey.
Is it the Russian basketball player guy?
Well, no, it's not.
Did he take down Ingram?
No, so their website and online ordering systems were completely shut down, with the company not disclosing what the cause was. We have found out that this was due to a cyber attack that occurred Thursday morning of the previous week, with employees suddenly finding ransomware notes on their devices. So here's the problem. When you come on out and you won't tell anybody what happens, and all your employees are posting pictures online in their social media that says that they've been hacked, your PR person, number 101, should probably say, we have an issue and we're taking care of it. Don't try to deny that this is happening.
Why would they do that? Because then they can, hide behind their
corporate
their corporate image.
Okay, well, the ransom note is associated with the SafePay ransomware operation, which began one of the more active operations in 2025. It's unclear if the devices were actually encrypted in the attack, but it was noted the ransomware claims to have stolen a wide variety of information. This generic language is used in almost all of SafePay's ransomware notes, so may not actually be specifically targeted to the Ingram Micro attack. Now, Ingram Micro has since announced that they are restoring their systems. But my question goes back to you. How does one of the largest IT service and security providers get hacked? You know how? Because it's about sales, not support or tools. These large companies, if you're buying their IT services, you are getting taken advantage of, because most of the time, if you use them as the middleware person, they have no knowledge, no understanding, or even the correct deployment methods for this technology. Your IT expert advice here: go to the company that makes the software, work with them directly, and work with their engineers instead of a middleman or a value-added reseller.
So the bottom line for this company is they're a sales company, not really a technology company.
But I know, but if you just go and take a look at them out in the world, they distribute their knowledge as a technology company.
They sell technology.
They sell technology. If I need to buy a Dell computer, I could buy it through them. Or you know what? It's even better. If I want to buy a Dell computer, why don't I go to Dell.com and get one of their sales representatives and buy it directly, so that if I need support, I get it from them.
Ease of use. People, I know some companies that they buy only from, like Ingram Micro or some of the other competitors of theirs, because they want a one-stop shop. They just want to go to the same place.
Easy.
That's because people are
lazy.
Weird.
All right, let's go now.
They're dorks.
To our Nathan Nugget.
This is your Nugget of the Week.
All right, this is exciting. Video game actor strikes officially ended. So, did you know that the video game people are going on strike? We actually talked about this
on
2 years
episode.
ago. Almost 2 years ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because they've been on strike for over a year plus, and they actually, before they went on strike, they were already talking about it. But both sides have come to an agreement that says the SAG, the SAG, AFTRA, AFTRA is the group that they call for these voice actors, have agreed to 24 out of the 25 areas of sticking points. The main sticking point, though, and the biggest barrier, was the disagreement over motion capture actors who work are treated as data rather than performance. So motion capture. So if you all the CGI people that go on out there, when they capture that information, they said that was not an actor.
Yeah, that's why what's his name was not able to win an award for Lord of the Rings.
Yep. Okay. You mean Sirius the Gollum?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the historical wage increase has happened. Now all of your big name voice actors and performers can come back on and do all of their stuff just in time to be implemented into Grand Theft Auto's new game, so that they have all of their main original characters back. Now, let's move to our pick of the day whiskey tasting.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
All right, so we just started our round 2 for their Flavor Advent Calendar. We have a head-to-head between a finished rye and a finished straight bourbon.
All right, so I am sure this is. I believe this is the finished rye, and I believe this is the finished bourbon. That's what I'm going to go with.
And so you said the Glencairn is the rye and the beer glass is the bourbon.
That's what I believe.
And which one did you choose?
I choose
Pikachu.
Okay.
I choose.
And Mike,
Glencairn.
which one did you choose?
I chose the rye out of the beer glass.
Oh, we have a disagreement between what is what, and they have a disagreement between their favorites.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
You guys going to work this out, or do I have to choose?
Well, you got to tell us who's got right on the rye first.
Oh, Mike's right.
Okay.
Mike knows his rye is palates now.
Okay.
I've trained him well. He is getting to be a connoisseur.
Look at that little weak. You
Yeah,
see little
see?
Mike.
So in the beer glass is the Bacta 1928 rye whiskey, which has the Calvados and the Armagnac finished with it. And the Glencairn, which is what you chose, is the Yellowstone, which is the finished straight bourbon, which is a toasted barrel state.
I like them. You know what? I'll say both are thumbs up, though. I'll just tell you that. I could drink both a lot.
Yeah, they're both really good.
So, all right. So, I guess we come down to this is your first choice, I guess.
This is not my first choice. We had one in round one, and it involved the Bacta also.
Oh, did it really?
It did, and you did not choose the Bacta that time either, and Mike chose it.
So okay. So you know what? We're consistent then. We are consistent. I have not chose it both times.
But you didn't like it the first time. You said it was not good.
Okay. I
have to go back to the script to see if you may have even given it a thumbs down.
I could have. I could see
now
that.
You're saying they're both really good.
I would take both.
Maybe you're growing too.
No, I just
no, I am not growing.
I just like alcohol.
Well, the winner is the Bacta 1928 rye whiskey.
Woohoo! It's moving on again.
Oh
boy. Okay. All right. Well, so that
Take
means
that, Elmo.
So that means all of this I can drink myself on my own private reserve then.
That is true, and I have we have this much left.
Okay.
We have another glass.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, Mike, guess what?
What?
Elmo's telling you we're about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program.
He can't even get the reference right.
If you want to hear from us,
Elmo says it's out of time.
That's right. Wow. If you appearing at the comedy club, we have Mike Corday. Everybody give a round of applause.
Push your belly button, Mike.
No, we don't want to touch that.
All right, we want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want you to hear from you. So visit us at techtimeradio.com. Click on Be a Caller. Ask us a question on technology or in our TalkBack recording system. You can always stay connected by visiting us online. Remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on TechTime Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, mum's the word.